The sky over Konoha was covered by black clouds. The wind carried the smell of smoke and destruction. The silence, once broken only by the distant sound of sirens, was swallowed by a roar of power that made the ground tremble. It was him, Boruto Uzumaki, but not the Boruto everyone knew. Not the Hokage's son, the smiling, stubborn boy who believed in the future. That creature was something else. Something ancient. Something that carried within itself the power and hatred of a god. Momoshiki had awakened, and now controlled Naruto's heir. The boy's eyes burned in blue and white. The mark of the karma covered his body like incandescent lines, and the aura around him was dense, alive, and cruel. The energy tore through the air, forming slicing winds that destroyed everything nearby. In the blink of an eye, Konoha, the village of hope, the city of heroes, was swallowed by chaos. Explosions crossed the horizon. Houses were ripped from the ground like leaves in a storm. And at the center of the destruction floated Boruto, motionless, with a cold smile on his lips. "Weak, all of you!" The voice that came from his mouth wasn't his. It was cold, echoing like that of a distant god. The era of mortals is over. The shinobi who still remained tried to react. Chocho, Inojin, Metal Lee, all charged together, uniting what little strength was left. But as they neared him, time itself seemed to stop. A single glance from Boruto made the air vibrate, and in an instant the three were thrown miles away. Momoshiki's power now flowed freely through Boruto's body, and he could no longer distinguish friend from foe. Everything was a threat. Everything was destruction. At the top of the Hokage Tower, Sarada watched. Her heart was pounding. Her eyes trembled. She could feel Boruto's chakra, and within it, something immense, suffocating, and malevolent. "Boruto," she murmured, clenching her fists. "I know you're still there. I know you can hear me." But he didn't respond. Then, without a second thought, she leapt. The ground split when Sarada landed before him. Dust covered the field, and through it, her eyes opened, the Sharingan blazing with terrifying intensity. The wind rose, the flames of Amaterasu danced around her, and the golden chakra, inherited from Kurama sealed within her, awakened with an ancient roar. The divine Kurama Uchiha mode had emerged. Her aura mixed crimson fire and celestial energy. 9 tails of pure chakra rose behind her, each pulsing like a living heart. "If you won't come back willingly, Boruto," she whispered, tears in her eyes, "then I'll bring you back by force." The answer came like thunder. Boruto raised his gaze. His body glowed in white light. The Supreme Jogan activated, an eye of pure cosmic energy, able to see through dimensions, time, and the very essence of the soul. The sky split open with cracks as though space itself couldn't bear that power. Blue lightning rained down upon the village, cutting towers and buildings apart, turning everything into ruin. And then the clash began. Sarada charged in a trail of fire. Boruto replied with a slash of energy that split the earth in two. Their forces collided, and for an instant, the world went silent. The impact released a wave of chakra that swept through all of Konoha, leaving nothing but destruction. Through the smoke, Sarada emerged behind him and struck a punch wrapped in divine chakra. The blow sent Boruto crashing through 3 blocks. But before she could breathe, he was already behind her. A kick, a lightning flash, a burst of white. Sarada was hurled into the ground, creating a colossal crater. Blood trickled from the corner of her mouth, but she stood. "I won't give up on you," she shouted, her Sharingan now evolving, each tomo spinning like fiery spirals. Momoshiki smiled. "Pathetic. Love, loyalty, all of it is weakness." He raised his hands. The sky split once more. Thousands of spheres of energy appeared, each one capable of destroying mountains. Sarada knew she couldn't block them all, but she also knew she couldn't run. "Kurama, lend me everything." The chakra inside her exploded. A colossal fox of chakra rose behind her, with red eyes and black marks that resembled the Mangekyou. The ground trembled. And for the first time, Momoshiki hesitated. Sarada ran. Each step burned the air. She crossed through the orbs, dodging by inches, using her Susanoo to shield her body. And when she reached Boruto, she struck the final blow. A flaming punch covered in divine chakra and ocular energy. The impact was cataclysmic. The sound tore through the village like thunder. Boruto was hurled skyward, piercing through smoke and fire. But Momoshiki wasn't finished. "You cannot stop me!" roared the demonic voice inside the boy. Then the impossible happened. The Supreme Jogan shone with maximum brilliance. Boruto opened his arms, and all of Momoshiki's chakra began to merge into his body. It was as if he were absorbing the god himself. The sky turned white, and for a moment everything stopped. Sarada looked up, feeling his chakra pulse. It was immense, uncontrollable, and yet desperate. And there, suspended between the heavens, Boruto fought, not against Sarada, but against himself. His mind was a battlefield. Inside his consciousness, Momoshiki laughed, surrounded by darkness. "You belong to me, boy! No!" Boruto screamed, tears streaming down his face.
"I'm not you!"
"I'll never be you." The pain was unbearable. He saw flashes, his father, his sister, Sarada smiling, Konoha, Mitsuki, everyone. And then, a distant voice reached him, soft, trembling. "Boruto." It was Sarada. Even wounded, covered in blood, she called to him, standing among the ruins, looking up at the burning sky. "Come back to me, please." Those words cut through the darkness within him like a blade. The karma began to glow. The marks vanished. The white eye turned back to its natural blue. Momoshiki roared, trying to resist. But Boruto raised his hand and shouted with all his strength, "Get out of me!" A flash, and silence. Boruto's body fell slowly from the sky, drifting through smoke. Sarada ran, stumbling until she reached him. She caught him before he hit the ground. Boruto was unconscious, his face bruised, his body covered in dust, but alive. He opened his eyes slowly, and what he saw around him broke his heart. Konoha was in ruins, houses destroyed, streets buried in debris, the Hokage monument split in half. Boruto knelt, staring at his hands. They trembled. What have I done?" he whispered. Sarada knelt beside him. Tears streamed down her face. She embraced him tightly, as if trying to hold him to the present, to keep him from slipping away again. "You came back. That's what matters." Boruto didn't answer. His gaze was lost, empty, his soul marked by something that would never fade. The wind blew, carrying the dust of the battlefield away. And there, among the smoking ruins of the Hidden Leaf, two figures remained in each other's arms, the weight of the past and the pain of the future bound together in silence. The sun rose once more, but its light felt distant, cold. Konoha would survive, but it would never be the same again. And Boruto knew that guilt, that power, and that destiny would follow him forever.